men down, bullies, blow the men down.
Way, hey, blow the men down.
Blow the men down, bullies.
Well, here's my pickup truck. And what's so special about it? Well, not much really, except look at this long board sticking out. Way out. Oh yeah. This is a nice clear piece of pine, and it's about a 1x10 or 1x12, and it's 20 feet long. Nice and clear, 20 feet long. And I just got this from my local sawmill next town over. And Max and his wife, and his whole family, they run the sawmill and they do a nice job. Sold it to me for a very good price. I have this this rail system that sticks out from the trailer hitch, and that helps extend the bed for when you're carrying long loads like this. And of course I had an orange flag on the back. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rip this down and put it through my planer, and it's going to become the Outwales to help make up the gunnel on both sides of my 18-foot pocket cruising sailboat build. It's October 30th, 2021. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm losing daylight because at this latitude, 44 degrees, 37 minutes north, right about there, this time of year, it gets dark pretty early, and every day it darkens up even earlier by a few minutes, and it won't be long before 4 p.m. it'll be total pitch dark, and that's coming pretty fast. So the days working outside get shorter and shorter. It's also getting colder. Cutting these strips out of this large plank that I bought at the local sawmill, and these are going to be the Outwales for the new 18-foot pocket cruiser sailboat that I'm building. And I want to have more than one. I want to have at least two of each for each side, because if one breaks, and then I have a spare. It's always nice to have backup. Of course, if worse came to worse, I could always splice them together. But I'd like to have one long piece the whole length of the boat without any scarf joints. At this point, I'm going to call it a day. I don't think we're going to have very good weather the next few days, but I'll just let it sit out here. It'll be fine. I do have a top I can put over it. I'm going to put a few coats of boiled linseed oil on here, maybe mixed with some gum turps. Even though this has been air drying for quite some time, it'll slow down the process, and I'll feel a little bit better about at least having something on it. And then it'll be under wraps for the winter. Happy Halloween! It's 31 October 2021, and I'm out here with, I have a solution, 50% boiled linseed oil, 50% gum turps. I'm going to apply it onto this wood that I just recently cut, that I'm going to be using for my Outwales. on the 18-foot pocket cruiser sailboat, and I'm going to put it on both sides and let it soak in. And once that has a chance to dry a bit, I'm going to cover it over with a top for the winter. And this solution will help slow down the drying rate, which helps to prevent any checks in the wood, and it also helps to prevent the beginning of rot. Not that I think that that's going to happen in a short period of time, but it doesn't hurt. And this will just soak right into the wood fibers. It'll offer quite a bit of protection. And it's not 100% necessary to do this, but we have a long winter here in Maine. It's going to be a few months before I get to work with these again. So I might as well put it to bed with the best protection that I can think of based on what I have for materials to work with. I'm also going to soak in I'm going to let this solution soak into the end grains as well. So I'm not going to have you sit through this whole thing, but I'm going to work my way all the way down to the far end, and I'm going to make sure that the sides here are coated, and I'm going to flip it over and do the other side, and that's all there is to it. I have 2 complete coats on all surfaces, and I wanted to apply a 3rd coat, but I ran out of boiled linseed oil and gum turps. So I figured, well, we'll just go with the 2 coats. Should be enough. I just like to go an extra coat if I have the material. But I'm going to let this soak in, let it dry, and just leave it out in the air like this. And probably tomorrow or the next day, weather permitting, I'll come over and I'll sticker this up so I don't have as much space going across. Make it narrower. That's good for now.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor?